Hello everyone, welcome to my first video where we will be going through how to do the Lake Doric node farm. In this video, we'll be taking a look at why Lake Doric, what you need, the routes, and the loots and the data at the end. Timestamps will be included at the description of the video if you want to skip. So first off, why Lake Doric? This map is great for verdant herbs with a kind of a moderate amount of elderwood and then some mithril, some jade fragments, and then once in a while you'll get ori and ancient wood. But the main thing is the verdant herb where you get the mint herbs. Okay, mint herbs meaning these varietal mint seeds that you'll get. Um, if you look at the trading post at the time of this video, it's about like 27 silver, which is pretty good. Now, something you need from this farm is you need an achievement called Gourmet Training to either be partially completed or fully completed. You only need to do the Savari portion and the Char portion. The Savari portion is where you will get the variantal mint herbs and other variantal herbs that you'll see. And then the char is great to have because there'll be stuff like deer or something that will give you red quality meat that's also a lot more profitable than the regular red meat or poultry meat. So in this particular farm, you're not really going to be farming anything like deer or anything like that, but it's nice when you do a gathering farm and then once in a while you kill a mob and you get some more loot. Anyways, so the other thing that you need is some glyphs to apply to your tools. In the route that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be doing glyph of volatile, but my recommendation for this farm is to do the glyph of bounty. The bounty is basically giving you a 33% chance to get you another strike, up to 4 times in total. So once in a while, you may get more than one mint herb per verdant herb. Here's a good example of the glyph of bounty in the works. I got 2 mint herbs in 1 verdant herb. Now to start off the route, you will need the red leaf retreat waypoint, and I'll put the link in the description below. Now for this route, I should also point out that while in this video, I will use stuff like Griffin or Skyscale, but you really don't need that. The only thing you really need is something like a raptor or a jackal and a bunny mount to climb up to something really quickly. But otherwise, Lake Doric is pretty flat, so you don't need that much. But in this video, I use the Griffin and Skyscale because, I can, and it's easier if you do have it. For benchmark purposes, I do gather everything. If you really want the most optimal way to do this farm, you don't want to gather those mushrooms that I've just gathered because they are worthless. But for benchmark purposes and trying to be as generous as possible, I do gather everything so I could, um, one day maybe mushrooms will go up in price and my benchmark will tell me because the price will go up. But anyways, stuff like mithril, you also don't need to gather. You could, but it's not a high priority if you're aiming for purely profit. The thing you should really aim for is just the verdant herbs. Actually, you could just do verdant herbs and you'll make a lot of profit in a short amount of time. Elderwood isn't bad. It's always something that is reasonable priced. And there's a couple Oris and ancient wood there, so that's something you could probably snag at if you want. Now this part here, there's a lot of white mantle around, and if you've been here, you know that they are the worst kind of mobs. They're just
really annoying. Or especially if you've done Wing 3, you know, they're just the worst. Um, if there's a node that's completely surrounded by white mantle, I may not even bother with it. Especially if it's something like a mushroom, because all that work for like 5 copper, no thank you. Um, but if it's something like a verdant herb, then I might try to find my way to sneak around it, like, you know, either high DPS all the mobs, or find if I was using my NG, I would do a sneak gyro or something like that. And that's the end of this route. I think in total time, it took me about like 8 minutes and like 4 seconds for one character. So if you were to do this for about an hour, you can probably fit in like 7 characters. But of course, that depends on a lot of things, whether or not you follow exactly how my route was, where I gathered everything, or if you only wanted to gather the verdant herbs, etc., etc. Now, diving into the loot of things, for Unbound Magic, I got 154. Volatile Magic 334, no Spirit Shards for one character, and the most important loot that you should see out of all of this is the Mint Seeds. I got 4, and the Elderwood I got 44. Those two being the most profitable out of this list. If you want to check out the full list, just pause the video. This is me just typing in everything on my spreadsheet, and everything is linked through the GW2 API, so everything should be pretty accurate when I made this video and typed everything up. And as you can see for this run, I made about 3 gold, 32 silver, and 48 copper. If you want the full list for the hour farm that I did and all the loots I got, I'll put the link in the description of my spreadsheet. So on the scale of sad and happy Choya Pinatas, I would definitely give this farm a real big happy Choya Pinata because this farm is great. It is an excellent way for you to make some quick money. You know, if you got like 5 minutes or 10 minutes of extra free time and you want to make a couple gold, I think this is great. So anyways, thank you for watching my first video. I hope this was super informative and easy to learn. I'm still very new at this. I just want to reach out to a more broader audience to, help more people out of how to make money. If you have any questions or suggestions, let me know down in the comments. Check out my channel for more farms in the future. And then check out my website. I have lots of data for how to make how to make money in lots of different ways.